Yeah, right? Okay, so if we go here. Oh no. Oh, yes, okay. This one right here. There it is. And I do see it. Oh my gosh. This one right here. There it is. I gotta turn this down. It's hot. It's hot here, guys. It's cool in here, but it's hot. It was a smooth transition. Yes. Uh-huh. That is so wild. But I don't see the chat part though. Do you see the chat? I see 4 people. Oh yeah, okay. One, I'm here on the East Coast. Oh, that's right. It is 1 a.m. I'm sorry. I know. I'm so sorry. Turn on the AC. I know, right? Oh my gosh. You're right. It is 1 a.m. Okay, it's 10:03 p.m. Oh my gosh. I tell you, I forgot all about the time. There were 6 people. There you go. He's teaching me how to play the keyboard. Had to come all the way down to San Francisco. They want to know where am I? I'm still home. Yes, it's top secret. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Yeah, how about that? Yep. The trees have been cleared. Okay. So you're in San Francisco. San Francisco. Van said, I'm so confused. I don't have my glasses on and my head keeps popping around. Playing around with technology, I declare. 2019, here we come. Dark Road Run is awesome. New age for sure. This is awesome. It's 7 people and it's 1 a.m. You are in Paloma, California. Yeah, because you don't see. There go Janine. Oh my gosh. Wow. I know. I can be where you are. Just like that. Yep. Yes. Just like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh wow. You're eating M&Ms? That sounds so good right now, Christine. Did you get a green screen? No. No green screen. Blank wall. Isn't that cool though? It's like, wow. So now we got to see why we can't see their chat on top here. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we can see it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Christine said, who's the dude? Isn't that messed up? This is Dark Road Run. He's an awesome man. Yeah, he is a genius. He is. He's so cool. So cool. Okay. Okay, there it is. So you guys can see your chats and lights. Janine, yeah. See, Christine, you trying to start something. Adrian is in Florida. What's with the animal? Well, these are particular characters that Dark Road Run is fond of. Yeah. See, when you're a genius, you explore and explore and explore and explore. Christine, you're a mess. Oh my gosh, I declare. Okay, Van, get some sleep. Okay. Thank you for seeing what was going on. Get some sleep. It is 1:12 a.m. I declare. Okay. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. San Francisco. 6:30. Oh my gosh. Not in terms of sound. A tragedy has just occurred. What happened? Christine said a tragedy just occurred. The clown mask is scary. Dog Row has many faces. I can. Yes. Oh, now I can hear it. Wow. Now I need my cup of coffee and sip on some coffee. That is awesome. Christine, you know what? I'm going to get you. Her tragedy was her dropping some candy. Yeah. Which color was it? And hopefully it wasn't the last bit. Good night, Van. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Good night. Look, good morning and good night. Yeah. Ooh. It sounds just like a radio announcer. But Janine is at the airport. Such a young life that I know, Eminem. But at least they were enjoyed, okay? Oh my gosh. I don't have anything sweet. Nope. Wouldn't that be nice? Sometimes I stay up late. Sometimes I'm not always on here. But yeah. It rolled away from the bag to never be seen again. Poor, that one got away. Janine, so you're at the airport. So how's the weather? What time is it? What time is it where you are, Janine? She's in Texas. So she's about Mountain Time? Are you? Arizona is one of them. Arizona is one. Oh my gosh. Just got in bed. Terry Tips just got. Isn't he awesome? Wow. Order pepperoni pieces. I know, right? That would be nice. 56 degrees. Oh, it's 12:16 a.m. 12:16 a.m. So you're Mountain Time? So you hold on. No? Is it pretty busy for you, Janine? So you're in Mountain Time. That would be nice. Yeah, put some pepper, not pepperoni on it. Some mushrooms would be nice. Extra cheese. Oh my gosh, bar light broker. What are you doing up this time of night or morning? Texas is 2 hours from Pacific time. Okay. 2 hours from. So they're mountain time. 1 hour behind central. So you're mountain time. Because there's only 4. What you have going on here? What are you up to? Looks like you may be on to something here. I know, right? Thanks to Dark Road Run, we're exploring things. Oh, you're 24/7. Is that right? Okay. When do you sleep? Yeah. Yeah. When you're up. That's it. Absolutely. Your central time. Oh, you are central time. Oh, okay. That is Dark Road Run. Yeah. Yeah, economy is in a bad shape during the day usually. Okay. Christine said 1, order pizza. 2, catch a flight to San Francisco. 3, drive to change. Exactly. Exactly. Take your pick. No worries. That is the one and only Dark Road Run. Yeah, it's rough out there. It's been dead out there, Janine. Oh man, I'm hearing that from a lot of drivers. Well, hmm and some of them are still showing up for work. It's amazing. Who's the new sidekick? Dark Road One always been around. He's always been around. Always, he's been in the feed and things of that nature. I thought he lived in the West Coast. We confusing people. Yeah, so it's like, ooh, that's not Adrian. Now he said, hi, Adrian. Okay, okay. On your knees. Crawl on your knees. Oh my gosh. Yeah, his name is Dark Road Run. He has a channel. He's very, very unique, very talented. He's an amazing man. Absolutely. You're at Bush Airport. Janice said it's pretty slow out there. Oh my gosh. I see Dark Road Run is the strong, silent. How about that? Yeah, all you gotta do is just dial a number. Food come right to you. Whatever you want. I instantly smile when you laugh. Oh, thank you, Bar Light Broker. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you guys too. That's for sure. Well, Geneva, I hope you get a ping. How long you planning on staying out there? Did we lose Janine? We should put in the other. Oh, Christine, what kind of cell service provider does he have? Quick, before Metro start buffering again. I know, right? Wow. Do you think she would benefit from the Google Voice, Dr. Run? Yeah. Try the Google Voice, Christine. We both signed up for it. We have Google Voice um, phone numbers. Check it out. Look, Bar Light Broker say he better bring you a cooked chicken. Oh, you've been out there for 1 hour and nothing? It's 56 degrees. Well, you know how to handle it. You know how to handle it, though. Yeah. But see, you know what they're saying? A lot of the government workers, they are doing Uber and Lyft as well. So it kind of sort of interferes with our regular flow of things, you know. And then a lot of people are not going anywhere because they don't know how long. Oh, that's cool. I like that. They don't know how long they will, you know, this will happen. So it's kind of like, let's not buy anything. Let's not spend no money because we don't know what's going to happen. Cooked chicken. I know, right? Nah, it's fresh. So fresh. The hen was just running around here a minute ago. Oh my gosh. Okay, Chelle and Dr. Owen, I'm falling asleep. Okay, go to sleep. Close your eyes. Keep up the good work, guys. Get some topics. Get some topics, and you guys will have something here. How about that, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. Money, yeah. It is great. We got some plans. Got some plans. Those you live off those chickens. All right now. I can hear you, Chelle, and not Dr. Run. You can't hear him? Okay. I actually think the economy is way worse than what they are saying, so they are using this government shutdown to cover. Oh, wow, as a cover. Wow. What do you think about that, Janine? Can you guys hear him? I mean, I hear him. I have hit my headsets on. No, they can't hear you. Should we? No, all that is fine. Say something now. Hmm. Google Hangout. See, okay, yeah, microphone is all right for the camera. So go back to the settings. OBS back again. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let us know when you hear him. Yeah, you might be right. I really don't want to think about it like that, but it's something in the air. Yeah. Yeah. You think if I put the speaker, or will it give us that echo? In terms of the government shutdown, it seems like it's OBS. Okay. You say desktop audio right here. The speaker.
Select speakers. And then put OK. That should fix it. There we go. Okay, so now that should
All
be.
right, can you hear him?
The
Walmart effect.
I'm gonna go into the stream. I'm gonna listen to the stream through my phone and see if it's.
Okay. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are talking about. It's one of those situations where you just don't know what's going to happen next. Can you hear yourself, Joe?
We're good.
Awesome.
How's it going, people? This is Dark Road Run, and yes, Chelle has moved out to California.
Yeah, we are back on
I've been
live.
watching a lot of YouTube videos on the shutdown. Oh, wow, Janine. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's like you squeezing the juice out of a lemon. The lemon is almost dry.
I don't know when that's going to end, too.
No one knows.
Yeah.
There never was any terrorists. I've heard that, too. But see, the sad part about it when it comes to nice boys, is he single?
All in the microphone.
He can play he can serenade you too.
We all need somebody
to lean on. Let's say 9/11 was done by the government to invade Iraq. It's still oil. I heard about that too.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about that too. And see, the sad part about it is when you hear these things, it's hard to even believe it because you have no facts. And we live in a place where we hear so much from everybody.
Mm.
Do you need a sidekick, Chelle? Oh, and that's sweet. And that's sweet. This is what the Bible, speaks of. Yeah. Yep, the last days. We can double date.
That'll be fun.
I declare. What about Gaddafi? Yeah. Mm-hmm. The gold. Yeah, I've definitely heard the history with it. But I'm just the type person that when I hear issues, I like to have a solution to it, you know, and it's really sad when you can't find a solution.
You know. There's every day there's tragic news stories out there. Take a pick on that stuff, but I mean, are there other news sites that only report like happy, rewarding stories, or?
Yeah, I mean, I wish it could be ha ha ha, you know, giggle, laughter, and hoo hoo, but that's not the reality. You have to make your own reality. You know, Building 7 is the smoking gun. What do you mean, Building 7?
Well, I think it was in the World Trade Center, Building 7.
I was in school. I was in college in all-girls school when that happened.
It was during class?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
I was in chemistry.
Oh, yeah.
And
did they close the school and lockdown?
What they did, the instructor let us all come in the room because we didn't know what was going on. We were just doing our regular thing. And everybody put their bags, we put our bags down, and we were just about to get take a test, you know, put some mixtures together, so on and so forth. And then she came to the front of the class and she said, I have a little bit of bad news, and I want everyone to stay seated. And then she told us what happened, and you know, and so I made it home, and it was just everybody was just glued to the television. It's buffering now. I wonder why it's
Yeah.
buffering. Okay, it's saying OBS Studio. Yes, I always
2019
wanted
is
to
gonna
try
be
it. Mm-hmm.
But
We've
yeah, I
been
remember
playing around with
that
it.
I was in community college and they shut down the campus and out here, and it was like they were telling everybody to like turn their lights off on when it was getting dark that night because like lights would make a target for. They didn't know if there was going to be other attacks.
Right. He is a tech genius. He is. He is.
I appreciate
Yeah, he is. Christine, want to know if you're single? Doc wrote Ryan.
I am single actually, but yeah. That could be a longer another discussion and a lot of therapy.
So you got to get to know the real him. Oh, Christmas tree.
Oh, that's what's the wedding song? Was it?
Wedding song. Oh, here come the bride. Dun, 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 dun. Before I light broker. Chelle, get that man. Christine is like, okay, baby.
There's some guitar in here. Let's bring some.
So the blacker, the bear. No, he did not. No, you see what part like focus? What?
Love this piano. And we need some like some kind of instrumental. And I'm doing a music stream tonight.
Yeah, he's doing a music stream.
Chelle, by the way, she has like people have just joined her channel in the last like month or a couple weeks. All the new subscribers. She is a live stream legend. 12-hour live streams, and it's not like 12-hour live streams I've done where I sleep for 7 of them. It's like she's answering questions for 12 hours. That is how amazing that her channel is out there.
Yeah, you guys were up with me though.
Yeah.
You know, so that was pretty cool. Everybody, participate. Everybody made it fun. To the point I didn't even realize how long I was on there. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I declare. You need some margaritas and party favors? We have people all over in here. Falling down the steps back there, sitting all around.
Yeah, you need to get some like dance music like that.
Yeah, see, there be people all over.
I'd love to like have it so like if there's a secret word in the chat that pops up, like a disco light turns on or something.
Oh wow!
You
see how his mind is? It's amazing. It's amazing for sure. But Christine, she'll be walking around trying to catch her M&Ms on the floor. He'll be like, "What you doing?" One of my M&Ms went away. She was going down the steps. Margaritas, wine, cake, coffee.
I'll
do that strawberry cake and coffee. That would be awesome. So what exactly are you guys doing? Actually, we were just testing the setup that we've been working on, and you guys just popped on in, and here we are.
Welcome to the live stream test on Chelle's channel, Dark Road Run.
There we go.
That's top secret. Yeah, this is cool though. This is cool.
A Barlight Broker says, Chelle, you should go into radio. We got a radio show coming because with Google Voice, let me tell you, she is gonna. Each of us are gonna try live streams. Like we now have phone numbers that you can actually call if you don't have Google Hangouts or anything.
Yeah, and we're gonna have people calling in, and we'll be able to hear voices. Their voices will be heard even more because you can actually hear it.
Mm-hmm. There's a better signal on the phone.
Thank you. Yeah. And laugh. Thanks. I declare.
We could do a morning show on it, and I wonder if there's a way to broadcast it on actual FM radio. Sell sponsors.
Oh. We would have to we can let go through, what was that, stream something?
Streamlabs.
Yeah. No,
Or,
restream.
Restream. Restream. Yeah, that's another thing I'm going to look into. That will. So she's broadcasting directly on YouTube through OBS, but you can use OBS to stream to restream.io, and then that will send it to YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, like all these other, the Facebook Live, all at the same time on it. So, and it's the key. The secret to YouTube is you just, you don't just use one area. You use as many outputs as you can. It's getting noticed out there.
Yeah. More exposure, the better your chances of reeling in maybe 15, maybe 20, but you have about 200 or 300 listening, but you might grab about 15, maybe even 20. Yeah. You just can't be afraid of the exposure.
Yeah. No, it's
and things of that nature.
And the biggest thing about a YouTube channel is one of the hardest things to deal with for a lot of people is the negativity. And so you're worried about posting your first video, and you might worry the quality's not there or something like that. It's and so if you get someone who says comments that oh, this video sucks, or the camera is shaky or something like that, don't look at it. Don't take that personally. You don't have to ever change yourself to please. The negative comments that you see on YouTube, that's not your fault. That's on them. That means that they haven't found what they're looking for yet. So you just say simply, "I'm sorry, this isn't what you were looking for, but I hope it's thanks for the view." But don't feed that and say how dare you say that? But it's it's with life. You just kind of brush it off. It's not not a cup of tea.
Very true. I don't have time for the negativity. I really don't. Just don't have time. Okay, Janine said, I'm glad he hid the clown mask.
It glows in the dark too. So.
It glows in the dark?
I think. Oh, and gosh. It seems to move around my house on its own too for some reason. I can't figure that out.
Wait a minute, what now?
No, just kidding.
No, wait, look, now you need to put a string attached to it. Yeah, never address negativity. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Christine said, if they tell you, they will have to make you disappear after. Thank you. I was going to say, wait a minute, who's sending me text this time in the morning? It's a family member, one of my sisters.
Oh, is he on? He's on your stream?
No. She's watching us.
She's watching. Oh, that's cool.
She said, "This is awesome." Clapping hands.
Chelle is a genius out here. She's taken her channel to a whole other level in 2019.
That's the goal. 2019. Explore. That's pretty cool. And anyone can get in on there. Oh, Janine says she hates clowns. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I saw that movie when I was a kid.
Oh, wow, look. Barlight Broker said, my name is Jason. Ironically.
Oh, there's my Jason mask.
Wow. There you go. That is something else. Yeah, so we're, let me see, what is a clown mask?
Taken Back by It. Yeah, it was a good movie. It was a really messed up book, but intense reading. But, the remake wasn't as good as the 90s version, but
yeah. But it's one of those situations, anybody can do, if they want to, they can do this, It's good for you to have not be intimidated to explore.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you might fall the first time, but get back up and you keep it moving. What they say, what's beats a try what is it? What beats a failure is a try, or something like that.
Oh, okay.
You remember that, Dr. One?
Yeah. What beats I? Um.
The only thing that can beat a failure is a try. In other words, if you don't try it, then you're gonna fail. But at least try it.
Yeah.
Cha cha ha 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 ha.
There was a question the other day, and like I think in the podcast I was doing on Driver Lady Pro's channel about like how do I prepare for? I'm nervous about. Someone was nervous about taking their first ride as an Uber driver and taking their first request, and that's something that like, yeah, you got to have. I mean, do you do whatever you can to feel safe, to make that a smooth experience? Like, park outside a church or a senior center or something like that. Like daytime. Don't do a bar rush. Don't do like a 2 a.m. call until you're ready for that. But
yeah.
And it's something that Uber and Lyft, they don't prepare us. They don't prepare the drivers for that.
No.
It's like you get 5 minutes of orientation videos and then you're in.
Yeah. Barlight Broker wants to know, have we thought of a name of the show? It will be Seashell Show Channel.
She's got a voicemail on the
Yeah, I have a voicemail on the Google Voice. So when I start taking calls, I'll have the number maybe strolling across in the feed. June, August, September, October, November. Jason. Okay. Okay then. Nice acronym. Oh yeah, Janae said she didn't like Jason either.
You like scary movies, right, Chelle?
I do, yeah. I feel sorry for the person sitting beside me. Cause the mind's like, ah! Oh my God! Did you see that? What? Yeah. And I don't want to. If I hear the surround sounds, what's that? Did you hear that? Because sometimes when you're in a movie theater, you hear the creepiest sound and it's like, oh my gosh, and the vibration in the chairs and on the floor, it's like, oh my gosh.
They now have some of those extreme theaters now that have like the seats. Yeah, the seats will actually move on the accordion.
Oh my gosh! Wow. I haven't been to those yet. I've been to the ones where they have nice reclining chairs, but
Chelle, I'm gonna grab a soda. Can I get you?
Yeah. Give me a coffee. That'll be fine. Thank you so much. You like a good horror movie? Oh wow. You don't watch scary movies, Janine? Wow. That's cool. I mean, if you know what's not your liking, then that's okay. To me, it's just entertaining or entertainment, but yeah, it's very comical how that works. That looks so real. Janine's like, no. Oh, that looks good. Look what he got. Don't that look good? Look, it looks fruity.
Yeah, we got some olives here.
Oh, I like olives.
California pitted olives.
Oh, those are good.
And then I just got this. So my favorite drink is Ocean Spray. I think it's Ocean Spray. Cran cherry.
Oh wow!
They make that cran raspberry juice cocktail, but they also make a cran cherry one that tastes like candy.
Oh wow, that's a nice mug too.
Yep, they just got some sliced lemons.
Nice. I had a lemon earlier. A ghost story. Dr. Pepper for Dark Road Run. Christine said, "Pepsi, please."
We should have a little snack food, like little snacks, like bowls of treats and stuff.
Yeah. That is something.
Mystic River was good. I've only seen like clips of that, but.
What was that about?
I
like black olives too. Yeah, the pits too. Yeah. just has a certain flavor to it that's just woo.
Yeah, it clears the palate.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the plot of Mystic River, but it came out the same like around that time with like I want to say like No Country for Old Men, There Will Be Blood, like Coen Brothers. Was it Coen Brothers? What is your favorite movie, Chelle?
My favorite?
Desert Island. Trapped on a desert island. You get one movie for the rest until you get rescued. What would that be?
A movie of the Bible, because I need something to encourage me, to strengthen me through it all.
That is such a
I can laugh and cry next time, but I need some strength. I need to be able to make it through this. Okay, Janine says she's leaving the airport, going home now. Yeah.
Good luck, Janine. She's been in a Google Hangout before, right?
Oh yeah. Janine, she's about her business. She's taking care of things, and she's going to school too. Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory. Oh, that's nice too.
Gene Wilder is great.
Oh my gosh. Also, No Country for Old Men.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Yeah. The most recent one I went to the movie theaters to see is Queens.
Oh, the Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, that was amazing movie. Wow, I cried as soon as he started singing "Mama." I was like, "Oh no!" The tears just go. It's like, man. She's coming back. She's just going home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think she's just gonna listen because it's been like an hour or so. That is not Sabrayas. How are you doing?
Sabrayas
Plus size fashion in the house.
Yes.
Welcome to the Seashell channel.
I was up late. I was surprised to see you. I know, right? We trying some new things here on the channel. Forrest Gump, that was good too. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
My move is One Night with the King in Disney. Oh, really? I don't recall that movie. What is that about?
One Night with the King.
How are you doing, Sabrayas? What time is it where you are? I do like documentaries too.
Oh, yeah.
I like documentaries. I like to just sit in awe. And then I have my moments when I want to read my books and stuff like that. Quiet time. You know, where you can just relax and think. You doing good? Awesome, awesome. So when are you both going to visit San Francisco?
That'd be great. No, we should do we should set this up like in Golden Gate Park or something.
Golden Gate Park, okay. Oh, okay. Bar Light Broker wants to know about you. Tell you about you.
Oh man,
Esther?
myself is kind of very much like my YouTube channel. There's not a whole lot of focus to it. Still working out. But I don't know. I've been doing rideshare since 2014, and it's kind of as hard as it is. I still am like thankful for what it's done. You know, it's created. It gave me like a motivation to kind of go outside my shell, my comfort zone, you know, out there. And then my next step in life is I want to get into either game development or app development. So I want to work on. But the thing is, I want to take as many people along. This whole Dark Road Run thing came from a lot of road trips I used to take with my mom when I was a kid. My grandmother lived in Southern California, so in the 80s, you know, we'd pack into like my mom's like 78 Ford Mustang or 80 Toyota Corolla. There'd be no entertainment or anything. It's just like we had a Game Boy that you couldn't play at nighttime when it got dark. But and we just hit those, you know, Highway 101, and I just remember those times when you're like in between cities, driving on a dark highway at night, and you just feel like something's chasing you out there, and you're going to be safe as long as you get to that next town and you can check into that Motel 6, you know, and I don't know, there's something about that stuck with me. And so like Dark Road Run is kind of like, you know, like later on in life, you know, like we just get to that next, you know, you don't know what's ahead of you, but you could just see the road by the headlights. It's like the ending scene in Terminator 2 where Sarah Connor is like saying how the future's not set and it's not written, and all it's illuminated is the headlights. So you have control of that, but you don't know what's beyond that. So, but that's the best I can explain it. But, fortunately, that doesn't fit on a business card. So it is
that how we met?
On a dark road late at night. He was one of my Uber passengers.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Look who's here again.
What do we got?
NYC. Oh my god!
Hey, what's up, man?
Hi.
That guy's awesome.
Yes, he is. How's it going?
Working hard out there.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
Hope
for
he's
sure.
feeling all right.
Yeah. Barlight Brooke said, "Hey, bro, the only real thing is any business is the miles and the money. How about that?" Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the studio, Sabrias. Christine said, "Don't forget about Adrian."
We got room for him. You can set him up. We could fit like 4 people in this chat here.
Yeah, we have plenty of room. Oh, you're welcome, NYC. Well, you are. We're only speaking the truth, you know? Only speaking the truth. Good people, good people. This day and age, whenever you come across good people, you want to acknowledge them. Because a lot of people who are not so good are the ones that are getting the spotlights and so on and so forth. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. Like the negativity does get the spotlight more than positivity. But
okay, so you two should do the most interactive radio show.
That would be great. I'd love to do a radio show.
Well, we're getting it together. We'll be able to take calls and so on and so forth.
Got a Google Voice number for each of us. We could actually take 2 phone calls at one time because I could use my Google Voice number along with you, and then we could each. I wonder if you can merge it, but the callers couldn't hear each other though.
Good people are hard to find. Yeah.
But Google Voice, it's a free. It's free to. If you have a Gmail account, you're free to sign up for Google Voice, and it's basically a phone number. It's a legitimate phone number that you know if whatever happens, whatever reason you need to change it, you just go into Google Voice and just get a new number on it. But
right. Yeah.
It's going to be great though. So you can have that with OBS. You can have your phone number like on the side, if you like calling in on your shows, and then anyone who like if they don't want to do a video call or they don't have Google Hangouts, they can still like instantly just dial that number and then be on the radio. It's like, oh, we have a caller on line 1.
Yeah. Oh, plug in and support. Okay.
Thank you, Barlight.
Yeah, different topics or just drive. Different topics. For me, for my channel, it's more than just the driving. It's life decisions and discussions and things of that nature.
A lot of encouragement too.
Yeah. It will only be what you make it, guys. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You can go as far as you want to go. But
that's the beauty of YouTube. Is the freedom you have to make
Barlight broke us out, ditch the Uber list stuff.
I was talking to Uber dude Roland and the other day, and I was going over the rates. I'm here in the Bay Area in California, San Francisco area, and it would it used to be one of the best markets for rideshare. Now it's like 80 cents a mile in the city. That's before Uber's cut.
Wow.
60 cents a mile is what you're making out there. Postmates charges or pays us $1.16, and that's after there is no commission on that. That's what we take. That's our take home. $1.16, almost twice of what Uber is paying us, and you get tipped better on food delivery because people's priorities are like, oh, they're going to tip you more for delivering their ham sandwich than delivering their family to an airport. It's like, how's that work out?
Quick food better than safety in terms of driving. Yeah.
Right. So I definitely do food delivery these days.
Yeah.
And you can use any vehicle too. Another thing is the food delivery. There's no like vehicle restrictions on most of these things. Uber Eats, you have to, for some reason, their car has to be a 2-door, or you can drive a 2-door car to do Uber Eats only, and it can be 1996 or newer. But Postmates doesn't care. You can walk with Postmates.
Wow.
That's great in certain cities. Bicycle, scooter, and you don't need any special insurance. You don't have to worry about rideshare insurance endorsements, dash cams. Crazy passengers. You're never going to get assaulted by an order of spaghetti and meatballs. So, of course, it's only busy about lunch and dinner time. But
NYC driver log said, "Oh wow, you guys are going to make this a real thing."
That'd be fun.
Bar Light Broker Chelle has good subjects to talk about. Thank you. Yeah, they are robbing the drivers and killing the taxis. Yeah.
That's true.
Sabria said, people love talk chat shows. It's like a DJ saved my life. Spotlight, hot topic. Okay. And then Bar Light Broker said, I never do anything that requires a tip unless I have the money. Okay. If I'm short, I will tell them. Then come back and tip them later. Awesome. Yeah. The good vibes. Exactly, Sabrius. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. When you do vibe with people, you want to start building that and keep that in your circle, because that doesn't happen all the time, So it is what it is. It's all good. All good. And let's take it from there.
And the best thing is, be ready to adapt to new situations out there. But, I always treat rideshare as if this job's not going to exist next year, or for whatever reason. Like if they finally get the self-driving car out there, or what's more likely is if some passenger decides that they want to get a free ride and they give a false claim, a safety violation or something like that.
Yeah, because they're doing that now, and the sad part about it, Uber and Lyft will take what the customer says over the actual driver.
That's true.
You know, and the driver has to convince Uber or Lyft, who's telling the truth.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We may look like we're about 2 feet apart, but we're actually like 1,000 miles.
1,000 miles away. Yeah.
Magic of YouTube. Magic of the internet.
That's it.
I'll actually be further than that. So, my goal for 2019 is to move to Japan.
That's
permanently.
cool.
So, hopefully you'll visit me over there, Chelle.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn some Japanese.
That'd be great. Yeah.
And
You like sushi, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. Not everyone is in New York. No, everyone is not in New York. I understand that Bar Light Broker. I don't get how everyone is using these apps when they can take a subway and walk. Well, yeah.
Oh, right,
yeah, I'm in a different state.
It does look like I could just kind of put my arm around her. Though, look at that.
Yeah,
Check that.
yeah, right there. Yeah, no, I have to do it like this.
Like, which one is the ghost here? So.
And I'm falling asleep.
Relax. Chelle, I'm just gonna take a nap on your shoulder here.
Exactly. There you go. No, it's this one right here. Okay. Okay.
A little lower.
No, you good. Come back closer.
Oh,
There it is.
Yeah, that's right. We're just gonna see. We're gonna watch a movie.
Yeah, we're gonna watch a movie.
Oh,
until it watch us.
Movie theater. We should make a drive-in movie theater behind us or background or something.
Yeah, that's right. How about that? Isn't that funny? He said, "Bro, please don't move to Japan."
They got internet over there. I'll still.
Yep, he can use his Google Hangout as well.
Yep.
He got to do what he got to do. You used to live there, right?
No, the longest I've been there is 3 months.
Oh, okay.
That's the most we get under a tourist visa. And but it's been years since I've been over there.
He did a couple videos on his channel when he was there.
Oh yeah, yeah. My goal, my one of my idols on YouTube channels is Jermaine Ellis.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, that guy, he started with a rideshare channel. He started with the gig economy, and then he went to he did some vegan recipes, which were interesting. But then he got himself about 20,000 subscribers. He was monetized. He was making pretty decent money, and then he started. He's a minimalist, so he doesn't. His lifestyle is really cheap, and he starts traveling, and now he's up to 60,000 subs, and he makes enough money on his YouTube channel to just travel for the rest of his life and stay around these Airbnbs and man.
And he doesn't have to pay taxes. You know that, right?
Yeah. In
terms of property taxes and stuff like that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's true.
Oh, they actually thought I was there where you are, Dr. O'Run.
Oh, yeah. Let's look like this. I think we got this the lighting perfectly on this thing.
Yeah, the ambiance is cool. Yeah. It just works real good. That's awesome. Technology. Yes, you talk about Dan. Who's Dan? Who is that, Sabrius?
Chelle, would you like an olive?
Yeah, thank you.
There we go. I'm gonna put it right. I'll hold it right here.
That's good. Thanks a lot. It's really good. Absolutely, that's a good thing. I really did think you two were in the same room. We played around with it, and then Joe was like, let's do a test. Yeah. So we did a test, and here we go. Here we are.
This is actually a fake room. This is a fake background. I'm not even this. So we're both.
Yeah, he's in San Francisco. I'm here in Maryland.
I'm at Uber headquarters right now.
Yeah. The olive, yeah. The YouTuber. Oh, the YouTuber that's a vegan. He was talking about.
Jermaine Ellis. I met that guy in real life twice. I saw him at Uber headquarters in Daly City, and then I saw him again doing a food delivery at MF Chicken, was a restaurant in San Francisco. We both had the same pickup at the same restaurant, and I pull up and I see him standing there dude, that's Jermaine Ellis. He's got 40,000 subs, and so I didn't know what to say to him, so I thought I'd make a joke yeah, this MF Chicken restaurant, whoever owns this place must really hate chicken. It's he's yeah, that's pretty, yeah. I got a picture with him. So.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
Cool. He's a cool guy. So.
Yeah. What program were you using? OBS.
OBS, Open Broadcast System.
And it's free. for YouTube, Facebook,
Hmm. Twitch.
Twitter, Twitch. Yeah.
Oh,
You
NYC.
drove by him once,
You
really?
drove.
Wow. Was he on his skateboard? Was he?
He was. He has electric. He has his bicycle outside.
Okay. Okay.
His helmet on.
Yeah, I thought he would be at 1 million by now. I
Yeah.
used to be subscribed to him and all, but he's an interesting person as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he has carved out an avenue for himself, and it works for
Yeah.
him. You know.
Yeah. That's the best thing. If you can make a channel that supports doing what you love doing, if you focus on what you like doing, and then you're going to do that a lot better than somebody who's doing it just for the money out there. So, because you're going to put in more time. You know, I'll play the piano for 6-7 hours or something. I love that.
Yeah, like in a mall or even in a restaurant.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. Yeah.
Jobs allow you to look side by side. Like this. Yeah, the way we captured and cropped and all this and that. And I have to remember I have to look this way in order to be looking at him.
That's right. We can almost like make out.
I mean, like,
start adding a filter to it. It's just like we would just like add like a blur filter that just covers our faces, like all right, people, all right, show's over.
Oh my!
That's where like you can make a scene for anything out there, like intro. Oh, need a break, 5 minutes. Yeah, just. So we set up with OBS. We set up her intro scene. So now she's got an intro screen on there. Probably need like a break screen or something like that, and an outro on it. Yeah, it's like a whole studio. Like you can make a whole full-on movie production kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I want to do the intro. I don't know what something happened. Oh, it must be in the thing down here.
Oh yeah, and scenes.
But yeah. We I did something with this here.
Now, when you're on that screen, they can't see that.
Oh, so they can't see it? Oh, that's right. Yeah, only with what's within the thing. Okay. Yeah, so they won't see it.
But but within OBS, if you click on intro.
Yeah, this here.
There we go. Check 1, 2, and my voice is still broadcast. Okay, yeah, my voice is still going. So that's her intro right there on that. It looks like a nice little seashell and great picture.
Yeah, it's free.
It's free. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not up yet. I don't see it on the screen yet here. Do you see it on your YouTube? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there's like a 15-second delay or something, like 10-15-second delay.
So yeah, we came up with this. The seashell. We were looking for seashells, and then I put the names here twice. Put it here. I had the shell here, different places, and then he was like, put it here on the shoulder, and that's perfect. And then I have seashell up here in yellow. So yeah. So that'll be the intro. Yeah, it's free. It's free. OBS.
Yep. There's another one called Streamlabs. And Streamlabs is like it's an OBS, but it's like OBS, but it has a little more features of like you can set up donation. You can get super chats for your channel without even being monetized on YouTube. You'll get the donations through your PayPal or something like that on Streamlabs, and they don't take YouTube takes 30% of the super chats.
Yeah.
I think Streamlabs is it's I know it's less. It might be 20% or something, but
you need to learn that, Sabrias. Okay, we can see what we can do with that. And NYC driver log. Let's say I can't even figure out how to start my own video with Hangouts. You know what? We can. Well, we gotta see how the Run channel is. I mean, schedule is, and then maybe we can do that.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, get them started. Because see, you can do it right from your phone. You
Yep.
download your Hangout,
Yeah,
and
I don't
then
think you can start a YouTube stream with Hangouts of your phone unless you do a screen capture. I did that one. Tried to do that once with
that's
with
right.
Drive Ready Pro.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that's true. Because when I do my I send super chat to people like to watch. I don't watch TV though.
oh, me too.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Me,
yeah.
I haven't watched I haven't had a network TV package in years.
Same
It's like,
here.
yeah.
When they say, "Oh, we can give you cable,"
Yeah.
no, I don't need it. I have Amazon movies. I have Netflix when I want to watch the movies. So yeah, I can join Hangouts, but I can't make my own videos. Well, if you're connected to your laptop, you can do that because you can go through YouTube, connect to Hangout.
Mm-hmm. Through OBS. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean even if he's not using OBS, if he's just
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's the way you used to. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, OBS. Or there's a Google Hangout. Google owns YouTube, so it's an application inside your live stream creator studio, like event manager, create an event.
Right, Hangout is, that's right. He showed me that tonight. Hangout is right there. Yeah, it's just we would just see, put down in the comments like what your schedule is like, Cyprius, what your schedule is like, NYC, and then we'll see what we can do on our end.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. And you'll be able to see it because it's no. Oh no, I can't even live stream on my laptop, even if I have Wi-Fi. I like to do that. You can't.
Might be not fast enough. Oh, it's too complicated to set. Oh, we could figure that. We can. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. It should be fine.
What we did tonight was so the way I talked her through the first part of this was we did a Google Hangouts. Chelle answered on her phone, and then she had her phone's camera turned around outside, and her phone was pointing at her computer screen, and then I was talking it through on that, and then we connected through Google Hangouts on her computer, and then did screen sharing, which I could see her screen a lot clearer on it. But,
all right, Bar Light Broker. Thank you for stopping by. Get some rest.
Good luck, Bar Light Broker. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. See you next time.
I live in New Jersey, so anything after 7 p.m. Eastern time or like this time. Oh, okay.
I never sleep, so I'm except if it's AM.
Right.
Other than 3 a.m.
But even if I had it figured out, I don't usually use my laptop because I don't usually have internet connection.
Yeah, because he's looking for a Wi-Fi, and you gotta have. Oh, another thing is to do a stable live stream. It's the upload speed has to be at least 3 megabits per second. 3 megabits, and the way to check that is you Google speed test, and it'll check your download speed and your upload speed.
Right, yeah. You can do the speed test, computer speed test, internet speed test. Bar Light Broker said he needs someone to do his website for him.
Oh,
and Christine has someone that can do it.
Yeah. Oh, he can do. He said he has a relative that can do your website. Oh, that's cool.
No, Christine.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was right.
Yeah, Christine has a relative that can do it for him. Sometimes I'm not working, then you up late sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes I get my best sleep during the day. Yeah. It's like when everyone else is up, I'm asleep. When everyone else is asleep, I'm up.
Yeah.
So it
That's
happens.
what I loved about rideshare is it's great for insomniacs.
Yep.
So I love doing that. Like it's 1:50 in the morning. I can watch YouTube videos, or I can go out there and make some money. But
that's true.
I wish food delivery was busy at 2 a.m.
Say it again.
I wish I wish Caviar and Postmates were busy at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. I guess maybe around hospitals.
Oh, that's
things like that. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna get the internet service back. Okay, okay, that'll work. Okay, Christine says she does website build. You can find her at
Oh, that's the
IG. Okay. There was this one. There's a this YouTuber. He has 4 million followers on
Instagram?
Facebook. No,
Oh,
Facebook, and a million or so on Instagram. And his check, what did they say his check was? $24,000 a month.
Oh, oh.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. And I am blown away by, like, there are so many channels now that have more than 1 million subs on YouTube. That used to be a big number on back, 7-8 years ago. It was, and now what PewDiePie is hitting 80. He's coming up on 81 million subscribers on there. And that's what I love about this, about YouTube, is that there's just so much potential. You can create a product and still get like rewarded for that product months or years later, and it's just like your work is done. You're on to the next product.
Right. And
when I pick up a passenger and I drop them off, Uber pays me the fare, and it's like it's done. I don't get any residual payment. But if you put that time in a YouTube video that happened to go viral, or you build up a channel, it's monetized, it's going to keep paying you money down the road. But it's crazy. I mean, like some of the YouTubers out there that have these massive followings. That whole thing a year ago with Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Part of me kind of understood. Like, people kind of forgot. Like, he's 21, 20. Wait, he was like 20 years old, and he had 12 or 13 million followers. Like, I think he'd kind of push the limits. He'd probably, like, you get a little god complex or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's I made a lot of mistakes when I was that age, and if I had 12 million followers and I was making like $10 million a year, I would. Yeah. So,
can you imagine? Imagine?
It's amazing out there, though.
The possibilities.
Yeah.
You just gotta. I think it's important for you to do what you really love to do, so it won't. So when it becomes challenging, it doesn't feel challenging because you're doing what you want to do.
Absolutely.
But if you don't have any type of connection to it, it's going to be too much like work. And we know how it is when it comes to work.
Yeah.
You want to call out. You just want to hang it up and go somewhere and do something else. Update your resume. I got to go. That's not happening.
Sometimes though, those crappy jobs, those tough jobs, they can help like make you appreciate the better. Like when you move on, and they motivate you though. So it's like I remember I used to work at Togo's Sandwich back in high school, and a lot of hours. My hands smelled like ham and turkey by the end of the day. It's like, and you're just on your feet the whole time, and it's like. And people yelling at you about you're putting too much mayonnaise or not enough mustard. It's like, and I remember like they made us watch an orientation video when we got hired, and it was this thing like there was this old VHS tape from Togo's corporate that's like gave us like the rundown of the layout of how to work this job, and part of it was what to do in the event of a robbery if the place ever got held up. And so in the video, the orientation video, they simulated a robbery at a Togo's. Like they had this general casting guy in a ski mask with a submachine gun, like goes in like kind of overacting the part to talk about the what to do. And I was thinking like it would not take a submachine gun to hold up this Togo's. It's like you could have done with like I mean it's not like at one like. If that ever happened, I was making minimum wage back then. It was like $4.25 an hour, and there's no way I would be. I'd put the sandwich down and just say, it's not on my watch, and then just like I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna resist because that was the message in the video. Just don't fight if you were insured. It's just. More likely, I'd ask him to like take me with him. Like, I've got 5 more hours on my shift.
Let me be the hostage. Take me with you. I need some time off.
But you need, it's like you got to have those experiences to move your way up to. They motivate you to like, okay, well, I'm gonna.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, yeah. Because if everything is complacent and comfortable at the level where you're stagnant, you don't have a reason to move forward.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
true.
Not until those grounds get shaken, it's like, oh, okay, well, I can't handle this. I got to make a move. And from that, you do result in growing and experiencing and learning more and even understanding yourself in the same process. So, everything, it's not beneficial for everything to be smooth sailing, because then you don't grow. So it is important to have some challenges in your life because it is beneficial. Yeah,
it's those like the astronauts at the space station. Yeah, they spend a year in space and their muscles kind of atrophy. Because we need that gravity like pulling on us to kind of like keep us in shape. It's kind of like that with like your just your drive and spirit and tested.
Exactly. I remember my mom, letting me know, she's like, Chelle, everything is not going to go well in this world. It's not, everything is not going to be the way you want it to be. You have to be able to move forward in spite of, I think with Rocky, one of his movies, he said, it's not how hard you get hit, it's how fast you get up, something like that.
Right.
So it's like it's so important for us to be able to put things in perspective, because there are a lot of things that going to happen in this world that is not in our control, but we have to know how to go with the flow, keep things moving, keep things together, and just keep on going. No,
I mean it's I had an eye-opening like a life-changing event happen like 9 years ago now, is when my mom started having back pains in the summer, and she was a teacher in California, and she didn't smoke, didn't drink, she lived relatively healthy, and she started having back pains, and she goes in, gets it checked out, and it's pancreatic cancer, and it was stage 4, like pretty much stage 4, and it was like 3 months. She went from being perfectly healthy to she passed away within 3 months. And man, it's like that like she had all the plans that she had and all the future ideas and everything. I mean, I would have loved, I didn't get into YouTube back then. I wish I did, but because I could have gotten a lot of support from people going through that. But it's it kills me. Is like every once in a while I think like, oh, I just got a new piano. Like she would have loved to hear that. She would have loved to see all this technology. She loved this technology stuff. And it's you never know what's gonna what tomorrow is gonna happen. So but,
that's very true. But I think it's for one, I realized this some time ago, and we're all born with a birth certificate, but we're not born with a death certificate. Well, we don't die. In other words, we don't have documentation to say when we're going to leave here.
Right.
Therefore, life is too short.
Yeah.
We don't know what will take us out. But the time that we are here, we have to do as much as we can, continue to support and love those individuals, help whenever we can help, and just have that spirit of love and to try to live your best life. And because you don't know, none of us know. Because think about it, if all of us knew when we were going to die, there will be a couple things that we will focus on more than what we're focusing on now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We would have a bucket list of this and that. I want to do this, I want to do that, so on and so forth. But because we don't know, we have a more larger avenue or opportunity to experience different things,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and to meet different people. And with all of those opportunities brings along growth. However, we just don't know. We just don't know. And I
Yeah,
think
and
it's important to cherish those moments with decent parents and family and absorb all of the goodness that they have so that you will always have those memories and you can always it's like they're still a part of you with memories and those particular things that you shared together, you know.
As yeah, you know, and you know, it that's where I think the benefit of, you know, whatever religious belief you have, it's just
Mm-hmm.
that gives you comfort, like
Yeah.
it's working, you know, and it's it. So the idea, you know, if they believe that you're going to see these loved ones again someday, it's like, you know, until there's a time that like categorically disproves that, like I say, keep going with that belief, that idea.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah,
if it helps,
yeah, yeah. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt anyone.
right?
You
That's not,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, and let's see here. Okay, NYC driver said my mother pulled through, although I never knew if it could come back.
Yeah, that's another. I had a friend who had breast cancer in the 90s, and then it came back in like in the late 2000s. She didn't pull through on the second time, but
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Yeah. Okay, so Brea said, the thing when you have so many subscribers, they get fan crazy. To me,
yeah.
I'm yeah, you're an ordinary person, exactly.
Oh,
Ordinary
that's
people.
another. That's a good. You know, it's a breeze. Casey Neistat. He's got like what is in 12 million subscribers. He's one of like the original like vloggers on YouTube or something like that. He said something that was like that makes like that I've experienced before on this is like when he meets his YouTube fans, his subscribers for the first time. He says like the experience is not to them is not like them meeting a movie star. Like it's not like if they met Tom Cruise, you know, they see every movie that Tom Cruise is in. They see when they meet Tom Cruise in real life, they see his character like that he portrayed. No, when the YouTube connection, you build such a personal relationship with your subscribers that when they meet you, it's like they're meeting their best friend that
Mm-hmm.
they've never met before. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely right. Yeah, they do
Yeah.
get kind of, it is a totally different experience on the with that you're building.
Yeah. Janine made it home, guys. Awesome,
Oh,
awesome, awesome.
yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that happens. But there are avenues through that. I wouldn't want that to stop anyone from doing something that they have a real strong passion for, and
No,
it's
it's true.
beneficial because you can always have a bodyguard, pay for a bodyguard, and so on and so forth. You
That's
know.
true. No, I obviously, I mean, definitely, you want to keep a layer of security out there
Mm-hmm.
for yourself, but just it's but you got to do that. It's like it's what you got to do anyways, like out there and with all these identity theft, on the internet and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
people that want to sign up for. I mean, there's websites that are designed to hack your password because they have like they say, hey, here, take a free fun quiz, and then they ask you all these questions.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the questions are like, what street were you born on? What's your
They fish
first
it.
pet
Mm-hmm.
name? Like these are all like security questions on ID password. Like
Yep.
if you forget
The
your password.
questions. Yep. Where your parents met.
Yeah.
Your favorite pet.
Yep.
Yeah. Your best friend's name. Yeah. Yep.
Careful.
Mm-hmm.
There's even like I heard there's automated call centers. I've gotten crank call or telemarketers that call you up and say, hi, is this Chelle?
Mm-hmm.
Like they get your name,
Mm-hmm.
and if you say yes, that's all
Mm-hmm.
they're looking for.
Yep.
They go into like they don't care if you buy the thing or not. They want your video, your audio recording of you saying the word
Yes.
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 So if
Yep.
they got your credit card number
Mm-hmm.
and a credit card company called
Mm-hmm.
them to confirm like the charges, they say yes.
Exactly. You're so right. I had a guy call me, and I remember this years ago. And just recently, he called. He said, "Hello, may I speak to Michelle?"
Mm. Yeah.
And I'm listening, and he's like, "Do you hear me?" I do hear you. He wanted me to say, "Yes, I hear. I do hear you."
Yep. Yeah.
And then another call came through, and I just let my television play, and it hung right up, as if it was like a computer call.
Yeah.
And it picked up that it was a television, not a real human being talking, and it hung up. The phone did. NYC driver log said the hard thing now with emails that look official, is
That's
when
right.
it's on the
That's
phone.
right. A lot of
I
Uber
don't
drivers are
think
getting scammed by fake
Yep.
Uber support emails.
Say, oh, we need your password. No.
Yeah.
If any type of text or emails come through, say from Uber and Lyft, they asking for your password. No, they don't need to know that. They don't need to know that. Not at all. And they even have some with Amazon. They'll send you an email and say, we would love to send you some free products. All you need to do is give us your PayPal account, and we will deposit the money into your account. And these are the particular items that you can purchase.
And it's a pretty trusted company. They have a lot of Facebook spends millions of dollars on security, and if you trust Facebook, you can trust. They kind of latch on to that company's, reputation.
Right. NYC driver said, I thought I was scammed, but I wasn't. LOL. So now I still got to go to Uber to straighten it out. Oh, wow. I've been putting it off since Uber is the only app without instant cash out for you. Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't see a real urgent need. I can't get instant pay anyway, so I'll just wait. I understand. I definitely understand.
It sucks going down those green light hubs, though. It's like
I don't like
it's like going to the DMV.
Yeah. And for us, the parking is, oh my gosh, it's horrible. It's right next to other stores, restaurants, people homes, so of course the parking is taken up, and they have maybe about 2 parking spots available in front of the building. It's like, no, no. I don't like going down there. I don't go down there a lot, but yeah, that's how that goes. It's pretty easy, but yes, the parking, exactly, yeah. And it's nothing, and it's like, with a lot of things, with certain businesses, they do not take, Uber did not take into consideration what we as the drivers will have to go through. It was basically, okay, let's have a place for the drivers to come. Will the drivers be driving? Will we have ample parking space for them? That they didn't take that into consideration. Even with the app being, it's not so much that Uber wants more drivers and more passengers. They want to be the number one transportation business.
They're buying a future monopoly, and all the investors that are in. That's why they're so desperate to go public now. Is like so the original first money in can cash out of that, but they were they weren't. It's like, and the dream of a self-driving car future was like, oh, this is great. We don't have to pay. We don't have a free workforce, and we'll own the transportation market. Whoever gets there first, it's like
fair game.
But Uber doesn't. I mean, the whole idea of rideshare. The thing is, it's a lot like social media, because MySpace was thought they were the king of the hill with social marketing, with social media, and then Facebook basically just completely replaced that. And MySpace was after Friendster. Friendster was another one before that, but So Uber, they don't. Yeah, so I mean, whether or not it's going to be the company's going to be Trip or something or another company, but it's too soon to tell with Trip. But it's someone could if someone has the way to like a company can beat Uber is if they can find a way to pay drivers more and charge riders less or possibly the same, but and have the same response time. It's just those three elements. Because there is no loyalty out there with passengers.
No.
It's like, or drivers for that matter. Like Uber has not built. Lyft has tried a lot harder to build loyalty with drivers, and even then they still have trouble with like it's. I mean, I tried to sign up for Lyft first, and I thought like, oh, I'm never going to sign up for Uber. And but they have in-app tipping, and they had it before Uber, and it's just they listened to their drivers. That was kind of nice. But it was Lyft was kind of had a more startup feel back in 2015. They were at a different headquarters at Harrison Street, and they used to invite their drivers to the headquarters.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
There like a couple times.
They did that here too.
Yeah. Uber is like it's like a dark tower. It's like they have armed guards like outside.
I see Uber as gangsters and Lyft more as a professional business.
Yeah.
And NYC Driver Log said it's ridiculous. Juno again was the only company that thought
Juno,
about that. Okay.
That's right.
And Janine said I tried Facebook Live on last Saturday. Oh, okay, Alabama played Clemson. Oh. Okay. Uber keeps their promos. Lyft has none. But you know what? Speaking of Trip, I think I want to be an influencer.
Yeah.
I'm reading some more information about it, and it is at ground. I don't like to say ground zero based upon when we really start hearing that term. It's at the growing stage, at the beginning stage, and a lot of times it's a lot of work building that, and they do need to get enough drivers to really put themselves out there. So they do need drivers to sign up in order for at least the beginning part of it. You have enough drivers for the demand, because people do like to try new things. And for a Trip to come out, and a lot of people, I've had passengers who had issues with not only Uber but also Lyft, and so I think if they can get it up and going, that Trip will be almost a determining factor for, or an alternative, I should say, for Uber and Lyft for a lot of drivers. And I think Trip is basically for those drivers, and this is my opinion, it's basically for those drivers who get out there, sun up, sun down, and grind.
Right, the full time.
And make that money. Go here, there, everywhere. They handle their business. Trip would be good for them. From my understanding, as an influencer, you just pay a certain amount a year, and you're not. Then you get residual from the drivers that
building up like a like a downline on it. Yeah, that's it. Of drivers that I think it's got a shot, because it's kind of like Uber. A lot of the cost of Uber is a lot of the debt that from the mistakes that they've made. They've lost billions of dollars off of mistakes of like getting in the time they tried to get into China, and Didi they tried to outspend Didi Motors, which is like or Didi Rideshare in their Chinese version of Uber, and it's like they lost a couple $1 billion on that. The lawsuit with Waymo, like they lost 1% of their company because, and it's So and they have all these green light hubs stretched out across the United States, across the world. Probably, there's green light hubs everywhere, and that's a huge cost. Trip has an idea. They're not going to have green light hubs for Trip. It's all down to, like you said, like with the influencers are responsible for their drivers. So you sign up under an influencer, and then they become your green light hub. So Trip gets customer service that's more direct and smaller groups, and that you actually get to know your drivers.
Right.
And so it's a much better experience for customer service than Uber and Lyft, and they don't have to pay for it. So it's like, that saves them a huge amount of money off that. It's like those online bankings. They can give you interest rates on checking accounts because they don't have branch locations out there. So it's like, but NYC's got a good point though. It is like if they, the whole like charging the drivers to drive.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue. Yeah.
A lot of trust they're asking for, a lot of faith.
Yeah.
But
I think a lot of people would be a little bit more comfortable if they really had the money to give, if it was something written, like if it's not open within a certain time frame or something like that. But now it's just, to me, it's like an idea. It's also an opportunity for those drivers who want to really have their own business, to put up some startup money, to build their business and let it grow as big as they want it to grow. But Trip is not going to be for everyone, just like Uber is not for everyone, and Lyft isn't for everyone, and all the other different ones. If we were the type people, or had one type of personality, everybody had the exact same type of personality, then we will only just need that type of thing. However, we are different. Therefore, we have to have different things to try. But I understand when it comes to the money, I don't have money to throw away. But I also understand on the business standpoint, you have to, it's a chance. It is a chance. It is a chance. It's a chance. It would be nice if they say, you can get your money back. But I don't, I'm still trying to get more information about it.
It's like investing in the stock market. They always say there's no guarantees or risks on all investments.
Right.
But it is like these app companies. It's kind of like business in a box. Like it gives people the opportunity who have never owned a business before to start a business. So even though we're independent contractors that are kind of like subject to the whim and power of these companies, but we still, a true independent contractor could set his own rates. That's, if you're a plumber and you're an independent contractor, you have your own plumbing business, and prices go up or cost goes up, you could set your price to reflect that. Like it sucks that Uber drivers can't charge more money when gas prices go up.
How about that? And I think
Sidecar tried to do that. So, do you remember Sidecar was a couple years ago? It was another rideshare company back in the early days of Uber and Lyft. That was like a eBay system for rideshare, where if you needed a ride to the airport, you, as a passenger, you would say, "I'm going to the airport. I'm here and I'm going there," and it would send a request like an eBay list, like an auction listing, and then the drivers would see that and like, "Oh, well, I'll do it for $25," and then it gives like 10 minutes to for other drivers to kind of counter that thing, and so I'll do it for $22. It was TaskRabbit. It's like TaskRabbit on that. Okay. Yeah, but it was, the reason I didn't sign up for that one when it was around was I was making more than that on Uber and Lyft, and there was less complicated. But now you got Uber and Lyft paying us as low as they can possibly get. I don't know. But it comes down to the cost to the customer. The customer is not going to pay more if it takes Well, I say that though, and it's like people still take taxi cabs, and that costs more. That costs out here. Taxi rates are $2.75 a mile, and Uber in San Francisco is 80 cents.
Oh, that's a no-brainer. Uber, where are you? You know.
Yep. And that Uber's going to pick you up like in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
To a minute. And the
Yeah.
taxi's going to get there sometime in like 10 to 20 minutes. But
I also think those drivers the individuals who are drivers for Uber and Lyft right now, and some have regular passengers, to keep that rapport with them.
Oh, yeah.
And if they choose to go into this trip ride share, at least they're coming over with some regulars.
Right.
You know? And a lot of these drivers are sustained by the regulars. You know?
Yeah.
Because once you find that driver or passenger it's cool, it's good, and they work with you and they give you the tips and so on and so forth, you definitely want to keep them, in your book.
Mm-hmm. That's Uber's biggest fear, is that we build our own clientele.
Mm-hmm.
They want it. Of course, they want it. Uber's a middleman for that. But if we knew those passengers and we can connect with them, and I think Trip does let you have the rideshare app lets you connect, like make a client list or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was Juno. I'm not sure if NYC. Does Juno let you make a client list or something like that, or custom ride list? I don't know. Because that's with the Uber Black level, like Ride with Peterson, like that's rideshare professor. That's all about personal relationships. You get you build your client list on that, and
exactly. And word of mouth is the cheapest advertisement ever.
Yeah.
Janine said it sounds like a low board in trucking. What do you mean, Janine?
Oh,
NYC
I think
said no.
the rate
I know some other apps did it, I think. Okay, I'm still here listening. Awesome, Christine. Yeah, it's gonna be. Time will tell. Time will tell when it comes to this trip.
What if there was an app, a third-party app? This is something that Maestro could add to their app.
Mm-hmm.
Drivers already use Uber drivers use Maestro. If they had a passenger version of it that lets you create like a favorite list of drivers. But another thing is Uber is diabolical when it comes to like advertising to your customers about anything other than Uber. They've deactivated, when Juno was starting out, Uber was deactivating Uber drivers because they were talking about Juno to their past. They're trying to give out referral codes and stuff like that. So it's like getting deactivated for just it's crazy.
Yeah, but, Uber definitely going to try to shut things down. Hopefully, the individuals are not trying to amp this up and make it look like it's going to come in and swoop Uber and Lyft out to the point that Uber gives them a price and they take it and
that's true. They're just doing it for a buyout.
Yeah. I like like they do in trucking. Oh, talk about bidding for the passengers. Oh, yeah, for the customer. Yeah, their clients. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's what the driver's gonna end up doing. They're gonna have to, in order for them. If I were the drivers, I would get a group to dominate a particular area. Let's say you have enough, your people, your drivers in your area. Dominate that area. Get out there, let people know about your business, so on and so forth. And then that group covers that area. Because otherwise, I can be a driver and I'll say, oh, okay, yeah, I'll take you there for $10. Someone else, oh, I'll take you there for $9.99. And another, no, I'll just take you there for $5. Shoom, $5, there you go. People gonna go to the most reasonable one,
Yeah.
depending on the individual. But then you have more of a control over how things are in your car, and then also the rating scale, even if that's going to be a part of trip. I don't even think so. I don't know.
Oh, the rate. Yeah, that's yeah.
But I'm
I hope
looking
they.
forward to. But I also want Trip to still have something to kind of sort of help driver and rider stay in line, because for some people to have no overhead.
Yeah.
What would you say?
That's,
No, you getting out and I'm still getting paid. You know what I mean? It
yeah.
still has to have some type of,
Accountability.
yeah, because everybody is not a leader. Everybody don't have the mentality and the personality to be a leader, and to be owners of their own business. You can't just treat people like any kind of way. Now you got their money.
Right.
Now you're gonna no get out. No, you can't. You can't be doing stuff like that. You know. So it's good. I don't know when they're gonna be up and running, but I think
Yeah,
it's good.
that's. From what I heard, it's just like they're at just the idea phase, and they don't really. They have an office in LA, um, but you're right. Yeah, they should go like they should start like focus on on one market at a time, and just really just kind of like don't launch all. I mean, like a lot of companies, like they don't like. All right, we got an app. It's done. Let's launch worldwide or nationwide.
Right? No, because you're gonna have some tweaking to do.
Yeah, every market's different out there. You know, I remember a couple years ago, with Austin, Texas, they passed a city council voted on a requirement, requiring Uber and Lyft drivers to be fingerprinted. And Uber and Lyft were against that because they knew a lot of drivers probably wouldn't pass. Like a lot of things would come up with that fingerprinting, and they said we're not gonna offer. Their response was, we'll just pull out of Austin, if this passes. And then sure enough, it passed. And Monday morning, no more Uber and Lyft. But then there's the other companies that like filled the gap. Ride Austin was one of them, but they. So they were afraid. Uber and Lyft was afraid, like, if Austin has this fingerprinting requirement, that's going to spread to other cities, and then before you know it, we're going to have to get all our drivers fingerprinted. Well, if you're a taxi driver, you have to be fingerprinted, drug tested, like there's licensed, certified, taking hours of classes, and like how is the rideshare like able to get away with not doing any of that stuff?
How about that?
And we don't even need business licenses. It's kind of ridiculous. San Francisco tried to crack down on the business license 2016, and then Uber, like, they went to the state level and said no. They passed a law in California, Senate Bill 182, said no city in California can require a business license. But if you happen to live in a city that requires one, you don't need that city's business license. You need some California one, but I can't find where you would get that California one. It's ridiculous. It's amazing. The fingerprinting thing, by the way, from what I heard, to get around Austin city council, they passed that requirement in Austin. Uber and Lyft, sure enough, they pulled out of Austin, and then they waited until what they did was they went to the state level at Texas that said they made up a state bill that said no rideshare company can be forced to fingerprint its drivers. It's like, it's local, like Austin's requirement. So whatever comes up, like whatever city tries to stand up to Uber and Lyft, they'll just go to the state level and pay off the right people, and then they'll get around to that. And if the state doesn't want to comply, they'll go to the federal level on that. But I don't know. It just so.
Yeah.
I was NYC driver log said, I think there was this company Uberman was talking about that that set up a preferred list and then paired them up with the app of their choice, i.e. Uber or Lyft. There was an app here called InDriver where passengers and drivers could agree on a price, but it sucked because the riders' offers were too low, so nobody took the rides. See, then then with the later, that's another. People think like if there was no, if we were allowed to set our own rates, that maybe the rates would be even lower than 80 cents a mile, in these markets or something like that.
Yeah.
But, it and
Time will tell. Time will tell how this is gonna work.
yeah.
Because even now you have some passengers who would tip in the app, but they
Oh
don't
yeah.
want Uber and Lyft
That's
to charge higher prices.
right.
You know?
Absolutely. It's because you tip in the app knows exactly how much you're tipping. And then what that says to Uber is that, hey, I was willing to pay $2 more for this. So maybe the next ride you request will be $2 more.
There
and you'll
you
be
go.
like, oh, well, I wish I could tip you, but this was. No, that upfront pricing thing the power of that is amazing.
Yeah.
But, gosh, I mean, it's crazy that like when you see quotes, when you quote an Uber ride, and then you load the Lyft app, and then you quote a Lyft ride. Then you go back to Uber, and then it's like $2 or $1.50 less cheaper. The apps know if you have another app open too, especially on Android phones.
They sure do. You're right about that.
You as a driver, I actually get requests faster if I have my Lyft app open. Uber will send me requests faster. They used to do that. They started that years ago, and it was to tie up Lyft drivers. It was like,
oh wow.
So if because they know, like, it's like, well, they're kind of saying screw you to all the loyal Uber drivers. Like there were drivers that did Uber only, but they took all those drivers and said like, well, we're going to give all the rides to these Uber Lyft drivers because we want to tie up the system.
Tie them up, yeah, so they won't do the Lyft, yeah.
Uber, like people like. There was the gray ball algorithm back in like 2014, where they had an algorithm that would search social media accounts of the passengers to determine whether they're a local law official enforcement, and if they were, they would basically like not give them any requests or any rides there, because they were like law enforcement. That was back in the day before this was like completely like, I guess validated by city council members and state officials. When it was just an app out there, it was like there were law enforcement that were doing sting operations and then ticketing illegal tactics. This like it wasn't always legal like this, but they needed to wait. They needed to keep like enough time, like stall them for long enough so that they can go to the state level and make this thing regulated by the, either the California Public Utilities Commission or, it's like, before it was legal to take cash, Lyft and Uber used their app as drivers just used to make money on tips. There was markets that like Lyft had this in markets that rideshare wasn't legal to take cash. Like at the end of the ride, you could book a ride. It'll send it out to a driver. You could take the ride. At the end of one, it won't charge you any money, but it'll say, how much do you want to donate to this driver? And then a little pink balloon would like get bigger as you put in more cash. It was genius because it got all the population to basically use rideshare and realize like, hey, I love this, and then city council was standing up for the law part, the legal part of it, saying rideshare is illegal, and we're gonna stand against these companies. But then Uber and Lyft like superseded that by going to the voters and saying like, hey, this rideshare is awesome, isn't it? Well, why don't you threaten city council? They're thinking they want to shut this down. They want to take it away from you, and basically I kind of bullied them into that. But,
wow.
Oh, it looks like Janine's going to bed.
Yeah, she said good night. Love the channel. Y'all see y'all later.
It is. They have. Uber knows no bounds to this stuff.
Yeah.
They used to pay their employees, their corporate workers, their engineers. They used to instruct them to call Lyft rides and then cancel to discourage Lyft drive. That was like 2013. That came out at that time. And
any means necessary to intercept the business.
Yeah.
Wow.
I overheard some Lyft engineers one time that picked up from Lyft headquarters, been there in Harrison Street,
Mm-hmm.
and they said they were going to get back at Uber by dropping a whole bunch of Wi-Fi jammers around the Uber headquarters. it's like it's like, dude, you're not going to be like. It's like, good luck with that. They were actually planning on like mailing them to Uber headquarters, or like hiding them in like boxes of packages. And so it would have worked too, because they would have Amazon or UPS, FedEx would have delivered these boxes to the office level of Uber,
Right.
and it would have taken them a while to get to these boxes, and they can have a Wi-Fi jammer and screw up their internet. It's like, but no, it's cutthroat. It's such a cutthroat.
For sure it is.
I mean, yeah, I don't know where it's going. I mean, it's like, it's so. It's such an interesting, like, if you told me like 10 years ago, like there's going to be the getting in a car with a complete stranger, it's like someone I met off your phone.
Yeah.
Like that's what people are going to be using. It's like, so.
Mm-hmm. That is so true. So true. Wow.
But I say you just gotta adapt, because you never know where it's going to be in 10 years at this. So,
that's true. Yeah, know how to adapt, know how to maintain. During the meanwhile. What time is it where you are?
It's midnight.
Oh, it's just midnight.
It's dinner time. I'm gonna make some food. I don't know. This is like lunchtime for me or something.
Yeah. I was thinking about coffee. I had a taste of coffee.
Oh man, that would be good. Some ice cream or something. Coffee ice cream.
I don't have any ice cream. I don't have anything sweet other than that lemon meringue pie. I really don't want that.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Okay, so driver later. NYC driver log said, but yeah, Uber did do all that offensive stuff too.
Yeah, that's true.
They did have those secret riders. Yeah. That tried to deactivate their own drivers if they saw a Juno phone or Lyft amp. Wow.
Yeah.
They stopped doing that though. Once all the Uber backlash started.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
At JFK Airport with the Muslim ban. Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. They had to back off of that one.
Yeah. Oh, they've gotten in some. They've made so many mistakes with PR disasters. Mm-hmm. There was a terrorist thing that happened a couple years ago in Australia, and these terrorists had like taken over a shopping mall and holding people hostage. People were fleeing from the scene, and they were calling Ubers out there. And then the app started kicking in the surge pricing, because the app didn't oh, maybe there's an actual emergency going on. So it started charging these people fleeing.
I remember that. Yeah.
And that was like this a couple times. There's a bunch of times that that's happened. With natural disasters, have had surge kicks in.
Wow.
Oh, Kristen's got some Nutella.
Yeah, Nutella. She has chocolates. She has M&Ms. See. I need a ticket to California. I declare. I ate all of my graham crackers. That was my sweets. I declare. I do have some cinnamon candy though. I wanted something. That is wow.
I'll make a trip out there sometime. I gotta head out there. My friend Aaron from Your Personal Driver, he's out in Ohio now. So.
Oh yeah.
I gotta check out Ohio and the East Coast.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, see what's going on while you're going up the roads.
Running those dark roads. We're gonna do that exercise thing though. That's gonna be great.
Yeah. I want to be a part of that.
I mean, that's the power of YouTube, is the accountability that we can build. The community, and I say like an exercise channel, we can all kind of help each other like stay on board and on track with this.
Yeah. Help motivate one another. Yeah. That's for sure.
NYC NYC. It's late, so it's getting early. My dad's he's got some good Netflix DVDs laying around. Nice. Check out Bird Box. Bird Box was a good one. It's on Netflix.
Oh my gosh, yes. Birdwatch. Yeah. Bird Box.
Bird
Yeah.
Box. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was
Chris,
awesome.
Crepes are really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to tour at NYC. I'll definitely hit you up when I'm out there.
He said he can't provide a bed though, so bring your sleeping bag
That's right. Sorry.
or your air mattress.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think I love hostels. I love staying in. I think hostels are amazing. They're really cheap, and you get to meet all people from all over the world and staying in those places. A lot of other world travelers.
Oh, okay. Black Landsman is here. Okay.
Oh, he's got a DVD.
Space is tight.
Yeah.
Space is tight. Yeah. All right, just give him a corner.
Yeah.
Sleeping bag, a pillow.
Yeah.
At least the rain won't fall on his head, and he won't have icicles hanging from his eyes and nose and stuff.
I used to sleep in my car in San Francisco. I had a minivan, and I would do Uber XL, Lyft Plus out there. I drive out there, work till like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I just take the seat, fold the seats down in the back, and just sleep, and then get the morning shift.
Yeah,
great.
a lot of drivers did that. Yeah, and some of them are still doing it. You're right. And Christine said the best exercise is eating while walking. Forget about burning the calories that you're trying to get rid of. Just burn the calories of what you're eating.
Yeah, I don't want to burn the calories. I want to recycle the calories.
Right?
So, like, just keep close the loop here. I know that I want to add more to my system. I just want to just if I could just maintain.
Yeah. Have a big old a bowl of banana split. Oh, with this treadmill. Oh my gosh! And you're going like what? You just like taking a stroll, but yet you just like wait a minute. NYC driver luck said, "Yeah, I did that once or twice. Yeah, sleeping in your car."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of drivers did that. I can't say I have. I'm not that person when it comes to driving. But some people they have. This is what they love it, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
You know. All right, NYC driver log. Have a great morning.
Take care, man.
So, you do what you have to do. And if it's something that you really love to do and you're able to make it happen, make it happen.
And these tough situations in life, I mean, they can you get through them, and they really do make you stronger, a better person for it. So,
man, let me tell you. Yeah, you're right about that. You're absolutely right about that.
When I was a kid, I could not imagine. My biggest fear was that I'd lose one of my parents, to a car accident or something like that. And I've had friends that lost their parents in car accidents, or just they got sick. And I was like I had to just stress dreams and nightmares about that. And then in my 20s, my mom got sick, and it was like, yeah, it was the hardest thing I dealt with in my life. But it just, until you go through that, like no one can explain to you what, like every detail about or what that's going to be like for you. Yeah, until you have to. There's things you got to experience that on your own. Yeah. React to it. They can tell you what it was like for them. Right. I can tell you what my experience was, but it would be completely different, when you go through that.
Exactly. Yeah, and no one has the right to put you down or say, "Oh, you should be able to get over that." No, right. Right. Everybody grieving process is different.
Right.
And Christine said, exactly. They won't even have a chance to go on one hip. It's called camping.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, a lot of people are living. What do they call minimalists? They're living in
Oh
their
yeah.
cars now, and
Yep.
in vans.
Mm.
You know, people
Air,
are they're surviving according to what is within their reach, what they can maintain and control. They're surviving.
San Francisco, the rent out here it's about $3,500 for a single room.
Oh my God,
So
a single room.
where one room is about $3,500 in San Francisco, and so what people are doing is they're renting out on Airbnb like the back seats of their minivans, and they park it around San Francisco.
Come on now, for real?
That's why I heard that people are you can rent a night in somebody's van that's parked on the street. But, um,
Wow.
I don't know if they're um, I mean, Airbnb was like it was supposed to be designed for like it means air mattress or something, an air bed and breakfast,
Yeah, bed and breakfast.
air bed and breakfast, yeah.
Airbnb,
But
yeah.
that air mattress, it was like an air mattress. It was like for couch surfing. But now there's
Oh.
people like that buying whole like apartment building managers that aren't even renting out like their places at a regular apartment. They're turning it all into an Airbnb because they can get away with less regulations.
Oh.
You know, they can overcharge. They can charge different rates every day. There's, they can evict people for like
Oh
a lot
wow.
of. There's no renters protection. There's like far less renter. It's like Uber. You know, it's like there's less it's less regulated. You know, the hotel industry isn't allowed to like kind of has a lot more regulations than Airbnb, but
Wow.
grief never goes
I wouldn't
away.
mind doing that. Renting, but see, you
Yep.
just want the right kind of people.
Yeah, that's yeah. It I thought about maybe doing Airbnb at this place, like renting out an extra room, but it's then I looked into like it would violate my homeowners association, like has there's my house insurance like doesn't it's like Airbnb apparently has its own insurance, but it's it just doesn't seem like they like figured those huge questions out. Somebody gets hurt, you know, like
Right. Yeah. Who's in
like
charge? Yeah.
yeah. But,
Okay,
yeah,
Christine
there was a
said
family that
grief never goes away.
yeah,
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 it's a process. It's a process. You go
yeah,
through a grieving process.
yeah,
You
it
know.
changes you, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. But you know, just remember what your mom shared with you
yeah,
on
no,
those dark roads, and you know
gosh, yeah,
those
there
one-on-one
was,
moments. And
yeah,
like you said, she liked the technology and so on and so forth.
oh yeah,
So
yeah,
you still remember her. You will always remember her for sure. That's
mm,
your mother, you know.
yeah. No, there's the hardest part of that. Um, there's two hardest parts about it. There was one. She passed away in January 2010, and my birthday is in December, and
Mhm.
she was due for she was going to go into the hospital to have an operation called the Whipple procedure, where
Mhm.
they basically cut out the infected part of the pancreas, and it's a
Right.
last ditch effort. Most times it doesn't work, and that was going to be on my birthday, and her surgery date just happened to be. And so the night before, I drove her down to the hospital. We've got a hotel near the hospital,
Mhm.
and I thought that was going to be the last night I was going to like have with her. And so what I did was I had a little cheap little flip cam video camera, and I like started making videos. I had her make personal videos to all the members of the family, and you know, little messages kind of thing, like saying like, you know, what books would you recommend that they read, what movies should they watch, you know, music to listen to, and like a message that you want to send to them. And I remember I was very careful. I didn't want to stage it like I'm doing this because this tomorrow you might not survive this. It's like I don't know if she really accepted the reality of that situation, but I still have those videos on my computer, and
Do you?
haven't watched them in like 9 years on that.
Wow.
But she went in the next day, and they did the procedure, but it was the had gone. It was too far gone, and she survived the operation. And it was she wasn't she would it started putting her into like one of these into like a comatose state every once in a while. And, the last night I talked to her, I got into an argument with her. That's something I always kind of regret on it. She was in the hospital. They were giving her morphine, which she didn't like the morphine because it made her skin feel itchy, as she put it. And it's like, but it was taking the pain away. And so I was I was there every night with her in the hospital, and one night I kind of had enough. Like, I'm going home. I'm gonna have a good night's sleep, because I would sleep on basically a chair the legs would fold out, but it was still like it's like sleeping in a chair every night.
Okay.
For the last like 2 to 3 weeks, and I said, like, listen, I'm going home. Like, she didn't want to take the morphine to take the pain away, but then she was complaining about, it's like, I just need a break from this, and like, I'm going home. And then the next morning, my grandmother called me, and she that before I got to the hospital, she had decided to go on full-on hospice treatment, and she slipped by the time I got there, she was already in one of her comas, and where she was like, her just sits there with her eyes closed and just makes kind of like moaning sounds, and it was like that for the last like a week and a half, and then she passed away, and it was like, it was a very long, drawn out experience on that. And but then I remember when she passed away, there was a horrible earthquake in Chile around that same time, and where like 100,000 or like 70,000 people died in this massive earthquake or something like that.
Wow.
I don't remember 70, but it was a huge number out there. And I thought, like, well, here I had 3 months to say goodbye, and there's people these 100,000 people, they didn't have 3 seconds to say goodbye to them. So you just got to be grateful for these things. But but man, it's something we all face. I mean, we're all no one's found the secret to life.
To live
mortality.
forever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you were tired. You were overwhelmed, and she was going through what she was going through as well. So for you to be to get upset during that moment, I'm quite sure, as her being your mom, she understood what the frustration was. And because she was going through herself, and then she see that you were right there with her. So if it's a struggle for her and she's ill, it's going to be a struggle for you when whatever you were doing, you stopped and you wanted to be there with your mom. So, and to have those videos during that moment, oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I'm thankful for that on having those. And she was really into VHS too. She had a VHS camcorder in the 80s, and so I have like a bunch of hours of home movies that I've been meaning. What's one of my projects is to transfer those. But I remember, like, she loved like Star Trek and Twilight Zone. Bonanza was she loved that show, Bonanza. And when I was a kid, my brother and I, we'd watch like KQED public. We didn't have cable television or anything, so it's like we watched public access TV, and they'd have a Twilight Zone marathon. We'd stay up all night watching those. Those are great. So she would record this stuff and Star Trek Next Generation episodes, and it's like, and I got all these tapes that have original like late 80s, early 90s TV commercials.
Wow.
And I love that stuff. I'd love to put that on. I want to edit those out and put those commercials on the channel.
But Wow, that's
Yeah,
nice.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
But, the Twilight
That's
Zone was
awesome.
amazing. It was great.
Yeah, yeah. It was a movie. There were movies that made you think, like, oh my
Oh yeah,
gosh.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, a
Wow.
lot of stuff like they had one basically that was like this stuff was Rod Serling was writing it like in the 1960s, early 60s,
Hmm.
and he was dealing about issues that were like we're dealing with today about like whether if we go to nuclear war with a
Hmm.
country or something like
Hmm.
that, and it's like
Hmm.
it's the same fears that exist. There was
Yeah.
one even about like um it was like oh this company create starts inventing all these robots that replace all the workers,
Hmm.
and then the executives think like they're doing this because they want to save money, they don't want to pay the workers anything, and then the twist is well eventually the executives get replaced by robots. It's like, and it's like so Uber, come on, you better watch out who you're replacing here with the self-driving cars. It's
Autonomous
gonna
vehicles. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
be that's a
Oh
Robo
my
Dara.
gosh.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, I think I gotta make that's a new series I gotta make.
Yeah. There
I'm
you
gonna-
go. There you go.
like, Uber, like Dara gets cost like he makes $20 million a year, and that's what Uber
Man.
pays him.
Mm, mm,
So
mm.
I think what if they made like a robot that could do his job for like say I don't know like 31,000 a year?
Or right, or just a little wrench to get tightened up
Yeah.
here and there. Put some oil on him a little bit or something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's like he could do whatever Dara does
Done.
during his day, and on his lunch break he can mine for Bitcoin or something like that. Like pay for itself. That'd be great.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Exactly. That is crazy.
Oh man. Then Robo Travis Kalanick comes back in. They make a robot for him. His robot just takes Ubers. It gets caught on dash cams.
You pull up beside him, he have his phone in his hand, the
Yeah.
robot. He goes, turn it up.
No, I don't have an auxiliary cable.
Right? Exactly.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta work on that. Like get my voice to. It's gotta be an audio filter that makes your voice sound like a robot. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah.
Christine, you're like Twilight Zone too. Yeah, man, that's a great show.
Mhm.
Um,
That
I
is
still
awesome.
watch those like Cheers was. I still love
I
Cheers.
remember Cheers. Go everywhere.
I didn't even
when
grow up
everybody
watching
knows
that. I watched it like later on, like in the '90s, and
you.
started. Well, I got into Frasier. Frasier was really good,
Mhm.
but
Yeah. They did. There are still some good television shows on.
yeah,
I still watch
I-
PBS.
yeah.
On
Oh, the
weekends
great
and stuff.
documentaries
Yeah,
too. Yeah,
yeah. I think it's important to, if it's something that you can learn from, I think it's important to stay attached to that.
oh yeah, yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, it's 3:27 here.
It is pretty late, so I think it's like this is a good test. Definitely,
Yeah, exactly. We wasn't expecting all.
All right, now the real live stream begins.
Exactly right. Oh, look. Speaking of wrench, I know I gotta get that. Awake to top speed. See that you have a wrench, Christine, and his was taken. He's going. Oh boy, oh boy. He gonna be so upset. He gonna be like, "Why she got one and mine was taken? Did you give her mine?" Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. You ready? Are you ready for that, Christine? Are you ready for it? I tell you.
Jill,
Yeah.
this has been a pleasure as always.
Yes,
Thank you
it
so-
has. It really has, Joe. It really has. It's awesome. Didn't know we were gonna, be on here as long as we have and accomplish what we did, and that's really awesome.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So out there, yeah, I do live shout outs, sub boost. We're all in this together. If you have a channel idea, I'm happy to help you promote it out there and give you a shout out on this stuff. So, yeah, definitely share the skills out here. So, anybody has any questions or anything, just reach out to me, drop me a comment. And
this channel is Dark Road Run.
Dark Road Run.
Yep.
So,
absolutely.
Let's see. So I think if I think, Chelle, you might have to end the stream first before I end the Google Hangout. Otherwise, the screen will kind of get all
funny looking. Okay.
So,
all right, everybody, continue to take care, and you will see us again. Talk to you guys later. All right, now. Okay, let's do this here.
Yep. That was awesome, Chelle.
Yeah. Is it still on? Let's see. Or did it go off?
You clicked, and the streaming button's not clicked anymore, right?
Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. I think it's still on. I gotta go to Hangouts. Christine said, "Of course." All right, let's see.
There's usually like a delay, a couple seconds on the but if you go to OBS, let's see, go be OBS, and okay, there it is. Oh, there's the end. So you just, to end the stream, just hit stop streaming on the OBS.
Oh, over here.